To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys. Thanks.
Hello, how you guys doing? This is the Messy Sweet Spot. I am your host, Gigi, and you just heard Shannon Sharpe. He is breaking his silence. If you guys did not know, Shannon Sharpe, he met a 19-year-old, let that sink in, a 19-year-old at the gym. Mind you, he constantly pursued her. I hear a lot of things. People are saying, these women are coming to set you up. Well, first of all, this is a child, a 19-year-old child that did not come from, the rich and the fame. And Shannon, he's 56 years old. I mean, he is old enough to be her grandfather. Okay, so this relationship was doomed to the start. He had no interest in marrying her or having a family with her. He wanted to get his rocks off like Diddy. It's another Cassie and Diddy case. Diddy was twice Cassie age as well. And these men are on the hunt for 19-year-olds, 18-year-olds, 17-year-olds that don't have anything. And Shannon and men like Shannon and Diddy, they like to sparkle their diamonds, their money, flash it in these 19-year-olds' face in order to get them into the bedroom. He stated that, it was all role play, but these role plays are going too far. And what is a 56-year-old man doing role playing with a 19-year-old? That is just inappropriate. And the high profile that Shannon Sharpe is, he should not be doing these nefarious things. And the video, and I will play that video on another upload that I do, so make sure you guys have subscribed here at the Messy Sweet Spot. We will be also talking about this, but that is just inappropriate. Shannon Sharpe should be with a woman, a wife, and kids, and settle down at his age of 56 years old, not going preying on 18, 17-year-olds at the gym, okay? And having him do all this crazy, bizarre things. I've been hearing he had her eating his donuts from the back door, a 19-year-old. But people are saying they go for 19-year-olds because they know what a woman that's mature and of their age, they can't do what they want to do with them. And these men, they want to put hands on them. They want to treat them like trash, and it is sickening. Okay, so I have some notes here that I want to talk about. Well, he met her at the gym, and he dangled his money, his cash. She is a OnlyFans girl, so that's her job, But she claims that she was not attracted to him. Of course not. Most OnlyFans girls, the guys that come after them, are creeps. Majority of people that are OnlyFans or in the prostitutes, their clientele are predators. Their clientele are grapers. Their clientele are perverts. And Shannon Sharpe was one of her clientels. And things got a little bit too far. Shannon Sharpe, he also putting text messages out, and the text messages read from her, she wants to have his black baby. Mind you, this was Shannon Sharpe doing. Shannon Sharpe, he's 56 years old. He in control of all of this. He is telling this girl, hey, I'm into race play. That is what Shannon Sharpe doing, and just like an OnlyFans girl, just like a prostitutes and OnlyFans, they are only there to satisfy the client. So this was his doing. So he put out those text messages, but it's interesting that he did not put out his text messages. And in this video, he talks about the audio that Tony Busby and her put out. And he says, well, play the whole video, just don't play certain clips of him. And I will show you that video clip on the next upload. So you guys have to subscribe so you can get more information. And in that video clip that Tony Busby placed, the audio clip, Shannon Sharpe said that he was going to put hands on her around her neck. And she said, no, she don't want to. And he said, no, you do want to. I mean, it's just very sick and perverted, the games they play. And it reminds me of Diddy, the type of games that he would play with Cassie, how he would have Cassie go out here, get men to bring her back, to drug them, to do all this type of stuff. And they were doing sugar boogers. They were partying as well. And let's not forget, Shannon Sharpe has over 23 lawsuits or 24 lawsuits, and he settled 23 of them. They also stated that Shannon Sharpe, behind the scenes before this went out, he did want to settle with her, but she said no, So that is why we're here. I do give Shannon Sharpe kudos a little bit for speaking out about it. He came out and he faced the music. He saw Diddy didn't say anything, and he saw what happened to him, and he also saw Jay-Z. And he claims, Tony Busby is going after Jay-Z, but he didn't mention Diddy. He came after Diddy as well. And I know because Jay-Z lawsuit, he won, people think he's innocent, but let's not forget Jay-Z is not innocent either. All of these individuals have done wrong, and they are preying on young, innocent girls or young girls. People see people that are OnlyFans are not innocent, but they are victims as well because it's just went too far. I don't care if she messed around with him 99 times. That one time she said no, then that's no. Role play or not, no means no. And a man of his stature at 56 years old should not be role playing with 19-year-old kids. That's just simple as that. Is she older? I don't know if Shannon Sharpe has kids, but my goodness, this is sick. If your 19-year-old was being essayed out by Shannon Sharpe and he said it was just role play, man, you too old. You are too old. Get it together. So let's go here and see the notes. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe here at the Messy Sweet Spot. I am your host, Gigi, with the T. All right. And join me later on tonight as we talk about this live. All right. Shannon Sharpe responds publicly. Sharpe released a direct message to his fans, family, and colleagues, calling the $50 million lawsuit a shakedown. So Shannon Sharpe, he just came out. I guess he had a deal worth $200 million. And right after that was announced, this lawsuit came to play. So people have conspiracy theories. They feel like, they just doing this because they want to stop a black man. Well, tell these black men to stop doing nefarious things. If Diddy, Jay-Z, and him was not praying after little girls, was not doing nefarious things, they cannot do anything about it. They cannot come out with these lawsuits. And Shannon Sharpe have been sued multiple times, and he have settled 23 times. So let that sink in. These men are not innocent. Let's not play the race card here. Everything is not race, okay? It's just these men are nefarious and doing horrible things. And they're not about family structure. They're all about taking their money and showboating it around and getting these young girls that are very impressionable and tricking them to do some wicked things of their fantasy. All these rich men that are older, you cannot control none of these men. These men, you can't make them do anything. So to try to play that they're a victim, bull crap. They should have never been in these situations in the beginning. Okay, so Tony blames, he blames Tony Busby. He accused Tony Busby of, orchestrating entire case as part of the pattern of targeting black men. There they go, trying to do the race card. I'm just not buying it. Okay. because you did horrible things you shouldn't have done. You should not have been with that 19-year-old girl. You should not have been pursuing her. You shouldn't be playing race play. And you shouldn't be doing all that nefarious stuff, choking and violence. Violence? That is, honey, I don't know what that is, but that's something. Okay. It says the freaky allegations. Sharpe claims Busby is preparing to leak a 30-second edit clip from a longer 10-minute video designed to make him look guilty and to play into the stereotype. Okay. And I guess that's the clip of Shannon Sharpe coming out of his mouth to say he choked her, and people of Shannon Sharpe fans, they were like, oh no, this is AI. You guys can't believe everything you hear. And Shannon Sharpe just came out and said that was him. So, people of Shannon Sharpe team, they're going to believe, they're going to put all these lies out because they don't want to face the music. All right. So number 4 wants the full video to be released. Shannon challenges Busby to release the entire unedited video, claiming it would show the full context. He says he doesn't have it himself or here to release it. Now, what we're hearing is also during the time where Shannon Sharpe wanted to pay her behind the scenes to let it go, they wanted Shannon Sharpe to listen to this video, and Shannon Sharpe, he would not listen to this audio. He would not listen to this video, okay? So let that sink in as well. He's just guilty all the way around. He said it was a setup. He says the entire encounter happened during the day and was at her invitation. Now he believes it was a deliberate trap. Okay, stop playing a victim, Shannon. You should not have been with this 19-year-old girl playing these horrible demonic games. When you in the devil's playground, this is what you get. Shannon Sharpe, you are at a certain status. You should handle yourself at a certain status. You should be around people of your certain status, not going to the gym preying on 19-year-old girls. It's just, no. You have to be accountable for the horrible decisions that you make, and you have no good discernment or good judgment. If you're saying that she tricked you into all this, you want to play the victim, a 6'2", 56-year-old man with all this money, that's a black man, you want to play a victim of a 19-year-old, stop it. So she outsmarted you, stop it. Unless you have horrible discernment, horrible judgment, and for that, you just need to sit down. Because like I said, he has been sued 24 times and he's settled 23 times behind the scenes. And his reputation of being a violent man and just being a liar and all this, it is weighing, okay? So let's continue on. Mentions OnlyFans girl. Sharpe says the accuser is Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans, implying she may have planned this with Busby for profit and to expose. 7 calls out $50 million demand. According to Sharpe, Gabby and Busby were demanding $50 million, and now he's firing back with defamation lawsuit. Says his career is built on real talk. Bull crap. Okay, we still don't know the relation between him and his zesty stylist, but it's none of our business. But he's not as transparent as he would like to think he is. It says he tries to reassure fans that he's always been open, honest, and authentic, and he's not stepping down. Hence, a media manipulation. Sharpe accused Busby of manipulating the media by linking selective clips to stray public opinion before the full truth comes out. He thanks his supporters. He ends the statement by thanking fans for standing by him, promising to tell it all in his own words. All right, well, that's all I have for you guys today. I am Gigi with the T, and you are watching The Messy Sweet Spot, and I will see you guys on the next upload. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe here at The Messy Sweet Spot. Bye.